trying to look like you got a nose.
Guys, I got a nose job. Just kidding.
It's just so she can breathe.
I've been literally sick since last Thursday, last time we recorded.
You have. You've been sick, but
I'm on the mend.
you finished.
I finished. Sick
You
and all.
finished. Sick.
Eh.
Oh, women are so strong. The
Mhm.
strongest soldiers.
I could not believe too. My sickest days were probably on my final days, which was like Monday, Tuesday. And
Mhm.
that shit was rough, but like I powered through it. I had a 8-minute presentation that I had to record and then another 3-minute one, but I was like, don't care. My sick, like Phoebe from Friends, she says like my sick voice is my sexy voice.
Mhm.
Was just channeling that. But I'm done.
Yep.
I'm
Short
done.
hair don't care. Good job. Good
Oh
job. So
yeah.
graduation is Saturday. It's gonna be
Yes. Oh, Sunday. Sunday, but
on
yes.
Sunday. Oh, okay. It's gonna be majestic.
I'm excited. Yeah. I've
Right.
been going through the emotional roller coaster of completing something for the first time in my life.
Rah rah. Okay, question then. So is Luke gonna have to miss any football?
No, because I'm the nicest wife in the world. We literally looked up the Packers schedule
I know.
while I was doing it and looked up the Commander schedule because my mother-in-law wants to come. And she's like, Luke comes from like a literal, like deep lineage of football. Like his grandfather, Sue's dad, was like a pro football coach. So there's like a deep, like familial thing with football here. So they both need to be sat and seated. So I'm like, I did this to accommodate everybody's needs, picked the nicest time that I possibly could.
You, wow. So
So
you
everyone will
like
be in a
you
good
had to
mood.
look up the schedule. That is so relatable. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, so relatable, especially after our road trip to Iowa City. Bitch.
How long did you have to listen to NFL radio?
Okay, so after 7 hours, I said I'm melting down.
7 hours?
I'm not functioning. I was doing everything that I could think of to get dopamine in my body,
That's like a
including
work shift.
including I was like, pull over, and I had to get, which I haven't eaten candy since I started this GLP-1 because I
Mm.
don't want it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever, it's fine. So when we're on a road trip or when we're traveling, I'm usually getting snacks like beef sticks or
Right.
nuts or trail mix, something protein heavy. I'm definitely not getting like Sour Patch Kids. I got Sour Patch Kids. I got in the car. He's like, "That's what you got?" I'm like, "Yeah, bitch. I need some fucking dopamine. Like I am dropped out. Like I'm crashing out because not only were we listening to NFL radio for this is an 8 hour and 45-minute drive. We're 7 hours deep. We're also after St. Louis, we were not on interstate, we were on highway
Mm-hmm.
through rural Missouri and rural Iowa. Okay, there's nothing to look at,
Ugly.
there's
Ugly.
nothing to see, there's nothing going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm having to hear these stats. And I I wish I could read in the car, but I get car sick. So that doesn't work for me. And then I've never found a headphone that can block out car radio.
It's my mission for you now.
I
I'm
haven't.
gonna find it for you
So
after that.
at the 7 hour mark, after I bought the bag of Sour Patch Kids, I think that he like got it finally,
Yeah,
and he was like, "Okay, let's listen to something else." And I was like,
that's still too long.
have to, or I'm gonna jump out. Like I'm gonna jump out. I'm surprised that I didn't get a pack of cigarettes.
I even consented. I was like, do it.
No, that was on the way back.
Oh.
No, on the way back. And we were not listening to anything football related, but on the way back, I have to look back on my text. What did I say? It was just the way back, nothing was wrong, okay? Nothing was wrong. But it was just like, okay, we just spent 2 days in the CVICU,
Mm-hmm.
which the surgery went great. Everything was great, perfect, no
Mm-hmm.
complaints or worries. But being in the hospital environment is very exhausting.
It is.
Whether
The
you're
lights, the everything.
whether
Yeah.
you're there as a worker or a patient or somebody that's with a patient, it's just like soul sucking. And it's like time isn't
Mm-hmm.
real and time doesn't exist. And
Mm-hmm.
the chairs are so fucking uncomfortable, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of, there's no good food anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Temperature is always like off.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you're just kind of like like marinating sitting
Mm-hmm.
there, it's not cool. So we had been through
Agreed.
2 days of that, which I mean, I all of this to say I'm so glad we were able to go. I'm glad we have the flexibility in
Yeah.
our jobs that we could go. I'm glad we had a car to go. I'm glad we had money to go
Yeah.
and be with
It
them.
was so nice that you guys went because I
Yes.
think a lot of people like wouldn't, but I think it was so good that you guys did.
Yes, it really was. But I want to find this text because it was so funny. Was that yesterday? That was yesterday.
Wait, what? That was yesterday?
That was yesterday.
That's
That
crazy.
was yesterday.
Is
Okay,
time real?
I don't think so. Okay. Today's Thursday. Oh my gosh.
We're
What?
surviving, guys. We're surviving.
Sorry.
Oh, and also, I don't know if you explained, but Hannah's father-in-law had open
Oh,
heart
my
surgery.
father-in-law had
Hmm.
open heart surgery. So listen to this crazy story. This is insane. A couple months ago, he was burning some stuff, he was throwing gasoline on a fire.
Scary.
Man stuff. Man stuff. He burnt his legs. He got burned.
Oh.
Right. So they took him to not severe, not like severely or life-threatening.
Just like ouchie. Yeah.
So they took him to Iowa City. That's the closest burn center.
Mm.
It's not the closest hospital,
Mm-hmm.
closest burn center. They took him
Okay.
there. Okay. They had to do surgery
Mm.
to do a skin graft type of thing.
Mm.
It's okay. I mean, not a huge deal. It's like everything's okay. Okay. As he's coming out of anesthesia from that surgery, he has a heart attack.
Oh my God. That's a nightmare. Also,
Right?
I feel like a skin graft is kind of a big deal. I'd be a little,
It's not.
not to Hannah,
No, no,
but to
it's not,
me.
I promise you. Like I promise you if it was, I would tell you. I promise. It's not. Um, has a heart attack.
Oh
Okay.
my
So they
God.
take him to this place called the cath lab. And a cath lab that they can kind of like when you're having a heart attack, there's certain things they can do to like clear out blockages or like reperfuse things and open those vessels back up and get your heart back, whatever. Okay. Well, they couldn't do what they needed to do in the cath lab because
Mm.
his stuff they found out in the cath lab that his stuff was like 95% blocked. Okay.
Mm.
So they're like, okay, we need to go in and do surgery and reroute some things and
Mm-hmm.
because this stuff's blocked. So they need to make new, it's called like bypass. So they need to make new pathways to the heart. Okay. But the way that they do that, they have to take veins from your legs to make the bypasses.
Oh
His
my
legs are
God.
burned. They can't do that. So
Oh
they
my
had
God.
to wait until
It
his
healed.
because yeah, I'm sure you remember it's been like a couple months ago whenever he got burned and stuff. So,
I can't.
wait for that to heal and then go in and do the surgery, which is what they
Jeez.
did, and everything went perfect. The other part of that is that he, he could have had the surgery like closer to home, but he felt that he preferred to have the heart surgery at the same hospital that he was at when he had the heart attack.
Mm. I get
So
it.
that's why we were in Iowa City, and we've never been we don't frequent Iowa City. It's not like a close hospital to where we're from.
Right.
So that's how all that went down. But my
Hmm.
text said our pod combo, because last week we went on a rant about how people should smoke cigarettes and not vape. Our pod combo, plus being in this car all day, plus being tired, plus my period, just has me wanting a cig.
I consented. I
So
gave
that was what
permission.
I was going through yesterday. So on the way up, it was Sour Patch Kids. On the way back, I really wanted to say didn't smoke one. I don't even smoke, but there's some things in life
Mm-hmm.
that you go through that even if you don't smoke will just have you wanting a cig.
So true. Oh my God. So I agree.
Yeah.
I wanted a cig this week.
Yeah, you want to, and wouldn't that just be like the worst thing for your lungs when you're sick anyway?
Absolutely.
The absolute worst thing for you, but
I
yeah,
can't even enjoy soda when I'm sick because it like hurts. I'm like,
it's too crispy.
yeah, too
Too
crispy. Like it
crispy.
burns.
Yeah, so yesterday was much better on the way back.
I
Um,
can't believe that was yesterday. That's like freaking
that
me
is
out right
crazy because I thought that was probably 3 days ago.
now. That's freaking me out right now.
It really is. It really is. So we just got back, I guess, like 26-ish hours ago. That's insane.
That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah,
Truly.
I was shocked when you said, "Do you want to film today?" And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I
She has a
got
lot to say, guys. She has a lot to say.
I
And so
do always. So I did. So Wednesday was my shot day, but I forgot. I don't know if I forgot that it was Wednesday or if I just was discombobulated when we got home. So I didn't do it yesterday, but it wasn't for any intentional reason. It was just like, I
Mhm.
think I just didn't know it was the day to do it. So I got up this morning, did my weigh in, 26.5 pounds.
Oh my
26
God.
and a half pounds. And more importantly, 5.7% body fat. So
Wow.
I'm losing a lot of body fat because it's like a lower percentage of a lower number.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not just like a lower percentage of the same number.
Yeah.
It's a lower percentage of a lower number. So
Because muscle carries weight differently than like
yes,
fat carries weight.
yes.
So like a sick you can like well for audience reference, you can look up pictures of like fat, like 5 pounds of fat and then 5 pounds of muscle. Like
Mhm.
so lean, it's like completely different look, you know.
It's very important, like on GLP-1 medications, it's high priority to me to lose fat and shit I need to lose and not lose good stuff.
Yes.
I don't want my bones to weaken. I don't want to lose muscle. Of course, any weight loss journey that you do, you're obviously going to lose some water, you're going to lose some muscle, but
Of
you like
course.
you can't control it 100%, but you can control it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
what you're losing.
Yeah.
So, and I've also like no tea, no shade. I've seen some people who have lost a significant amount of weight on GLP-1s, and they I don't want to look like that. So,
Oh, I mean, even
please
like
don't.
celebrities that it's like kind of alarming. I definitely feel like there's people to like I feel like Kelly Clarkson's like really good example. She looks great. She looks so good. But then there's like Sharon Osbourne, who's like it's like a bobblehead, you know.
Do you
There's
mean Kelly or do you mean
Kelly.
Karen? Do you mean
I
the
mean,
daughter or the wife?
but both. They
I
both
haven't seen
look,
the wife. I didn't know the wife was on it.
yeah, they both are, but they both look very, very,
If
very
they said
thin.
they're on it,
Yeah, I think they
okay. So
both
it's like maybe
confirmed.
it's just the grief. I don't know. Could be, but if they've said they're on it, then
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I think I mean, they're the kind of girls that it's like right when the trend starts, they're on
okay.
it, you know?
Yeah. And if that is how you desire to look, God bless you.
Mhm.
We send love and light. I'm just saying, me personally, that's not my preference. Like I'm trying to keep a fat ass. I'm trying,
Exactly. Yeah.
like
Hmm.
I'm trying. I mean that the I've
Yeah.
never had like big boobs. The boobs can go or stay. I don't really care
Hmm.
what they do, but I'm trying to keep the dumper.
Right. Like curvy, comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I like
Hmm.
that look for me on me.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that look. Um,
I agree.
so yeah, and I just want to give shout out to anybody who's on a GLP-1 as always. Like if you're on a GLP-1, please don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare
Yeah.
yourself to me. Don't
Hmm.
compare yourself to anyone. If you are moving in the right direction,
Hmm.
and if you and your doctor decided that you needed a GLP-1 and you are moving in the right direction, even if it's a half a pound a week, or even if it's a non-scale victory, like you got your period, or a non-scale victory, like your blood work came back better, or a non-scale victory, like your clothes are looser. Whatever it is that you're moving in the right direction, That's it. That's all it needs to be. It doesn't have to be a 5 pound a week weight loss. It doesn't have to be a 2 pound a week weight loss. It doesn't have to be a 10 pound a week weight loss.
Mhm.
It can just be I'm moving in the right direction and think about it and remember, because I think it's also kind of hard to forget too. I think for me, sometimes it's a little bit hard to remember that I need the medication because I'm over here and I'm like, sometimes I'm eating more than I did before.
Yeah.
And I'm consistently losing weight little by little, like we're chipping
Hmm.
at it and we're getting away at it. So sometimes I'm like, did I really need this? And it's like, well, obviously, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did. Like there's no if I had not started this medication in whatever month, I think July I started it.
Hmm.
If I had not started this in July, I know just for a fact that I would not be sitting here today having lost 26 and a half pounds.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
that
think
wouldn't have
so.
happened,
Hmm. Yeah.
you know? So if you've deemed that if your doctor has deemed that you need to be on it and if you trust your doctor,
Right.
you know, then go for it.
Hmm.
And there are other ways to treat PCOS. You have your natural remedies, which I am gonna start reading and learning more about,
Hmm.
because we don't know, as I've said before many times, me and my doctor, NP, we don't know what the end game is for this for me. We know what my
Right.
weight is. We know that I
Right.
need to be having regular periods. We know
Hmm.
that my blood work, my hormones need to be normal.
Hmm.
But beyond that, we don't know. Will I
Yeah.
need a maintenance dose? Will I need a micro dose? Will I be able to
Right.
get off of it completely? We don't
Right.
know. So like Smaller Sam, do you follow Smaller Sam? The
I
piece
don't, but I need to. I need to like write a
Yeah.
note. Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
because I want to
You
look at
should
her.
follow her because
Hmm.
she posts a lot of really good content. And she lost 260 pounds.
Wow.
She looks amazing.
That's
And
crazy.
she's stayed on zero. Right now she's on 0.25 milligrams. That's the lowest dose,
Okay.
like the starting dose. And that's to keep her inflammation at bay and
Hmm.
to keep her on having a cycle.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like technically a microdose,
Hmm.
if
Yeah.
we just don't know. But I am going to start doing a deeper dive into the holistic treatments for it and the natural treatments for it. I want to give myself the best chance
Right.
of being able to come off of it someday. I do.
Right.
I do. If I don't, I'm at peace with that. That's
Hmm.
fine as long as it's keeping my body like functioning because I need to have a period.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I need to not have my testosterone through the roof.
No, you don't want to live. Who wants to live in luteal phase? That's basically
Right.
what you would be doing. And
Yes,
like,
that's
that
exactly
sounds
what you're
like
doing.
hell on earth.
No, it is. It never ends. And so it's like I need to be like shedding that. And
Hmm.
not only that, but like it's like, I'm 36. I don't know when perimenopause or menopause is going to come
Right.
around, but I think that's going to add like an extra layer of kind of complexity. And that
Right.
I don't know, I could be 10 years, 15 years away from that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think it's just important to keep an open mind, keep all the options open. I'm
Hmm.
very glad that this is the option that I'm going with right now. But yeah, I mean, there's like spearmint tea.
Yeah.
There's a supplement called inositol.
Hmm.
I'm gonna read up on all these things, and I'll share what I learned, obviously, on the pod because
Of
like
course.
PCOS is a crazy fucking illness. Like,
It really is. It's so like so much unknown. And so many people like I first learned about it when I was working in at Journeys in high school and my assistant manager had it and she had like a full beard
yeah,
and she just like explained like what PCOS was to me and I had never heard of it and I was 17 and like and we just talked and talked about like how at that point I remember she was saving up for laser and
yes,
how it made her feel and she yeah she just was like had a lot of insecurities about that and always wore hoodies and like zipped and I was like whatever homie I think it's badass. I love
yeah.
your beard. It's like giving
Like,
bearded lady. That's fucking and bearded lady probably had PCOS, you know?
Yeah, I did feel kind of like whenever I first got my original lab results back and I had like that really high testosterone, I did feel kind of powerful. I was like, oh,
Really, period.
I mean, yeah, I'm powerful. What can I say? I have got some extra tea up in here, Um, but yeah, I think it's important to know all the options, but mostly I think that if you have it, it's important to treat it. Just if whether,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's completely up to you whether you want to do holistic route, metformin, GLP-1, and of course whatever your provider thinks.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to just stay in that. And I mean, from what I know, it's not gonna go away. Like
Oh yeah.
you
No,
can just
yeah.
wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And because that's what I was doing. I was just waiting. I was like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
things have to go back to normal sometime.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know
But
what's going
yeah.
on. Like maybe grad school really, really stressed me out, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe traveling all the time stresses me out, or starting my business, or
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know. I mean, it'll go back to normal. But then after I had like very much like a period of consistency where, Louis had moved down here and we were married and things had been like pretty status quo and it was
Yeah.
worse than ever. And I was like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. And I think sometimes people stay in the unknown because like there's the fear of the known, you know?
Right.
Like I remember you having like fear of like what if it's ovarian cancer and like you're
Yes.
like what if these cysts are, like
Tumors or something.
yeah, exactly. But it's better to know than to treat it, you know? I think
Yeah,
that I it can only get worse, right? If you don't treat it, like I don't think it's ever gonna like disappear. I mean, of course there are the rare cases where it's like people just ignore things and they get better. It's
I honestly have no idea. I don't know if it's something that would tame down, like when you get to menopause. I don't know if it would tame
right.
down on its own when all your hormones drop out. I don't know if the
Mm-hmm.
testosterone would also drop out or not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really know how testosterone works in women's bodies, to be completely honest. I don't,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm still learning too.
because I mean, I know that sometimes in menopause, sometimes they need to give you some testosterone cream, or maybe
Right.
after like hysterectomy, or maybe after certain types of medical treatments. But girl, I leave the hormone specialty up to my girl, Andy.
Right.
Honey, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I do typically know, like, well, at least as far as like when I'm evaluating patients, I do typically know like when I'm like, oh, I think we need to get that checked. Like I think
Right.
we need to look into that before we kind of start on this psychiatric medication journey and like
Right.
get that cleared.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of my limited knowledge about it. But I think it's crazy that we don't know more about PCOS. I think it's crazy because it's like a hormonal condition, a reproductive condition. It's also
Yeah.
like an endocrine
Yeah.
condition because it's, your insulin and your hemoglobin A1C and all that. It's painful. It,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. So, yeah, if you have it, if you suspect you have it, um, yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
worth treating. It's worth treating.
Yeah, I agree. And like we always say every episode, it's with the weight loss, it's a lifestyle. It's not there's never gonna be like a end, it's just a
Right.
lifestyle change. It's you don't need to lose a certain amount of weight by like a certain timeline. You
Mm,
want to think about how you're gonna feel 5 years from now, not 6 months from now, you know?
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And like your weight is one of the least important things about you.
Truly, I
The
need I
only
need
reason why
everybody to know that so
The
bad.
only reason, and I've said this so many times, and I've said this to Caroline so many times, because I mean, like at first I was kind of pissed. I was like, I'm kind of pissed that I have to do this because the only reason I care about my weight is from a health perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It is not from a vanity perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I'm overweight, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like looks wise, clothing wise, style wise, it's not a big deal to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's purely just for like, I know that it's health risks. I don't want to be diabetic. I don't want to have high blood pressure. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
have to, take like medicine for things like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to have my arteries be clogged up and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think I was thinking about this too the other day, is that I think that part of my kind of like desire to really make my health a priority, I think part of it was getting married, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
because I think that for me, whenever I got married, it kind of like kicked in like I want to do my best to take good care of myself because I don't want to put anything on him.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's not to say like if I got like cancer or something, I would not feel that I was putting something on him.
Right.
But there are some things that are preventable, like type 2
Mm-hmm.
diabetes
Yeah.
and like heart fail, sometimes some types of heart conditions are preventable.
Mm-hmm.
And some types of like lung conditions are preventable, like by
Right.
not smoking and such.
Yeah.
So it's like if it's something that I can prevent or work on, I'm going to.
Right. Well, in marriage is like that's the whole point is that it's not just about you anymore. It's about
Yeah,
you and your partner and like to do life together. And it would be doing both of each other and a disservice to not take, especially in your career path, to not take care of yourself when you're voicing it to everybody, every patient that you see, to your partner, to not be proactive with your own health care would just be a disservice to you, you know?
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, this isn't to say like, oh, like it's only for married people. If you're, I mean, you should do
No,
it
yeah.
yourself. I think
Yeah.
everybody should, do it for yourself. Take good care of
Mm-hmm.
yourself for you. But I'm just saying, like, for me, I think that's what kind of kicked it in. It was like, oh, well, I want to have a really long, really great life with him.
Yes.
I don't know. It just made me think about it more. It's like,
Yeah.
there's something I can do. So, like, I mean, there's definitely times that, like, it has decreased now that I'm like treating my PCOS, thank goodness. But there were times where like actually, yeah, we didn't get to go on our honeymoon because I was having a cyst situation.
Right. Oh my God.
You
Yeah, I
remember that?
remember that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was the night before we were supposed to go to Mexico for our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And started having that pain and I was like, oh my God, I should not get on a plane with this pain. I don't know if I'm gonna need to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. We shouldn't be in a foreign country.
Yeah.
It
And for it
cannot
to be
be.
that debilitating is alarming. Like that's
Yeah,
scary.
it cannot be. So, and I didn't feel like I needed to, apologize like for that, to him.
No, yeah.
Like it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying like, oh, you should apologize if you get the flu or you should feel bad if you get the flu and he has to take care of you or if you are having
Mm-hmm.
a migraine. No, of course not. Of course that's like bare minimum. They should deal with that and handle it. It's just like there
Yeah.
are some things you can do to be a little healthier. And
Yeah.
me getting married was a motivator to do them.
Totally. Well, that experience that you had too was the first time in our friendship where I was like, wow, Hannah's like me, where she will take care of everyone else, but she will gladly suffer. Just like not because I remember being like, don't you think you should go to the hospital? And you're like, no, no, this happens. Like I'm just gonna lay in bed and like I have medicine and I'm like, man, it's so scary. Like if you're having such bad pain that it's like debilitating, that's not okay, and that's
Yeah, but that's how it is. And if you go
yeah,
to the hospital, that's all they're gonna do.
right.
Or they're
It,
gonna, I mean,
yeah.
maybe give you some pain pills. Now, it's completely different if I'm having some pain like that and I don't know what it is. Oh,
It's
I
like
would be like
foreign, yeah.
running.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
there. But when you know what it is,
Yeah.
you know what they're gonna do or not do,
Yeah.
and you know that they're gonna stick that probe in you.
Yeah. Oh my God. The Naval Hospital will just give you Zofran. So nice. So nice when you're having cyst pain. Be like, here, hold on, let me dispense some Zofran for you. I'm like, how
Yeah.
about you go fuck yourself?
I would like to buy a gun.
Have you ever told someone in the Navy to go fuck themselves? Because I have.
Yeah, it's just that. But yeah, of course, if that was like coming from an unknown or if it was like in a different
Yeah.
location, I'd be of my body, I'd be like, okay, yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously he wasn't upset about that.
No, no, yeah.
To be married to somebody that was. But yeah, I'm definitely not saying like you need to apologize if you're ever like not feeling well in a
Yeah,
way
no.
or if you have chronic illness or anything like that. I mean, that's not at all what I'm saying, but
No.
I think you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah, they get it. If they don't get it, then again, learn how to critical
We
think. We
can't,
can't
yeah.
do everything for you.
I can't break it down any further except that getting married made me want to be healthier. And so we're
Period.
on that journey. We're
We
on
love
that.
you. We love that.
Yes. So
So,
Candace Owens and Erika Kirk.
oh yeah, the girls are fighting.
The girls are beefing. Okay. So I would say we don't know that much about this because
I
we,
I didn't know anything until you told me.
okay.
So tell me the
Okay.
story.
I only, I know very little about the situation, but I know enough.
Okay.
I know enough to share my thoughts.
Okay, sure.
That,
I'm gonna Google too.
um, Erika Kirk did an interview and basically told Candace Owens to like stop with the she puts out these ideas about like Charlie Kirk's death that she doesn't buy,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah. Hmm.
buy what the FBI is selling. And I would have to agree with Candace Owens. I'm also not I need I would need to see like a lot more than what I'm seeing to actually like believe that that's what happened. Um okay. So I'm like so confused about how Erica Kirk can be mad because she was mad. She was like visibly mad at Candace Owens. Like you're mad at your husband's friend or whoever they were to each other that is actively trying to figure out what the fuck happened to your husband.
Exactly.
But you got up. Remember when she made that statement where she's not mad at the guy that allegedly shot him though? And she's like, I forgive that young man.
Yeah.
Okay, you're mad at the wrong stuff.
Yeah, literally. Well, before we get into this, I just want to give a trigger warning to anyone that might be a little right-leaning. Whatever they're about to hear or perceive may be triggering to them. So just fast forward
I
to
mean,
this
right
bit
or
if you're,
left. I mean, right
yeah,
or
right or
left.
left. If
Honestly, if
you,
you're not an independent, I don't know what you're gonna think about this.
yeah, no, literally. But honestly, in my opinion, Erica has been sus about the entire thing the whole entire time.
Whole entire
And
time.
like, I feel like for most people, that's like a general consensus, at
Yeah.
least from what I've seen on the internet. And anybody that is like, I'm sorry, if my husband, the father of my children was publicly executed,
Yeah.
I would I would never shut the fuck up about it. I would be endlessly trying to figure out why this happened. I would want to speak to the person that shot my husband. I would handle this situation so differently. And I understand that like I'm not directly in this situation. It's never happened to me, so you don't know how people are going to be when they're grieving, but she's being fucking weird. And
You don't know exactly how you would be, but you know generally how you would.
yeah, I
You
wouldn't be on a press tour. And if I was on a press tour, I just wouldn't be on a press tour. I would
would
be
be. You
like
would be. You
in
would
a
be so
vegetative
devastated.
state. Like you couldn't even probably pick me up off the floor. Like that changes my whole world, my whole life. Like, and she just gets up and is the CEO of his company. It's fucking weird. And I literally said to one of my best friends, I said, we're gonna know what we need to know by the way that she moves in the next 72 hours after her husband was unalived. And I knew exactly what I needed to know in those 72 hours that she was fucking weird. And this is why I gave you guys a trigger warning if you stuck around.
I knew that it was weird. When was the first time she came out in full glam? Was it when
24
okay,
hours.
yeah, yeah, the 24 when she came out in the full glam.
Yeah. Live
Okay.
streaming, not even pre-recorded, live
The eye
streaming.
makeup is diabolical every time.
It had to have either been like 12 a.m. or like 7 a.m. It was a ridiculous time. It was a crazy time to be full glam in the studio, in his studio, saying, we're gonna get you and we're gonna fuck like, dude, you're fucking weird. You're fucking weird. And then as soon as like it was who they are saying it was, oh, I forgive him. But then you have his friend. Oh, and also, side note, he and Candace are going to be in that Kanye documentary, talking a lot politically. I don't know when that drops, but it drops sometime in January. on
Who?
Amazon.
Who and Candace? Charlie Kirk and Candace?
Charlie Kirk and Candace are in Kanye's new documentary,
Okay.
sitting down, like talking about
Well,
like
Candace said that they, so I listened to Candace. Candace did, and okay, I'm not saying that I'm like the biggest Candace Owens fan. I do listen to some of her stuff because I'm curious, okay? I'm curious.
that's okay. It's okay to be
Um,
curious.
and it's cool to be curious. So I don't know, it was maybe a day or two after the shooting. She basically did this podcast or whatever in remembrance of my friend Charlie. And she talked about the early days together. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit seems a little bit weird too. To me, it does definitely does seem a little bit like she maybe was in love with Charlie. I'm not gonna lie to
I
you.
could see that. I could see that.
She's given big uh uh big I
Yeah.
love him energy, not like
Hmm.
he's, not like he's my friend. And side note on that, Candace Owens would never be okay with a woman having that close of a friendship with a man that she
Literally.
had with Charlie. She would not be okay with it, but she
Right.
would do it.
Hmm.
But it wouldn't be okay for me or you to do, right?
Right. Yeah.
So she did this thing in remembrance of my friend Charlie, and she talked about their whole journey and all of the work they did together with all their like appearances. I guess they used to appear frequently on like Fox News and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it gave very much like
Yeah. Honestly, I rather them like fight each other. And this is like to me how it's so kind of like clearly a cult because when there's like fractions in the cult, like we were talking about Nick Fuentes versus Charlie Kirk, and like when there's like fractions in like the MAGA world and then they're fighting each other, it's like okay, like give that energy to like fight each other and like leave us all out of it because like what are you even what's your agenda? You're all fucking educated. You all have been through the public school system. You all are like, what are you? I don't understand. Like, what are you fighting about?
rich too.
Yeah, they're rich. They all have the same values. They want everyone to get fucking taxed the fuck out of. They want us to pay for like, okay, like what are you fighting about? There's never a win when you're so power hungry, you're so money driven, but then you're also the same person that's spewing traditional values on young people, young women specifically, and you're both very powerful women,
Yeah.
high up spokesperson making your own money, making your own schedule, being your own figure house, like being your own head of household, basically. I'm sorry. Do you think that they signed head of household on their tax document? You think they signed dependent? I don't fucking.
Right, exactly.
They're not fucking dependents. Those are fucking head of household bitches.
Yes, and going back to what we talked about 2 weeks ago, they want to tell you what to do, but they don't want to do it.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
They want Candace Owens and Erika Kirk and a number of other women, like the pastor's wife at the church I grew up in for sure. They want to tell you what to do. They don't want to do it.
Yeah. It's like that did I send you that video where it's like I lead my husband, but I run the house. Or
Yeah,
I'm led by my husband,
but
but I run the house. I run
he would
everything.
know. He wouldn't know how to pay a bill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, Candace Owens is most definitely like her husband is not leading her. It is so fucking obvious that Charlie Kirk was not leading Erika Kirk. So I I will stand by two things. There's two things that I have felt that, or well, I guess three things that I've felt since the day that he died that I do stand by because
Mhm.
I don't think anybody should die like that,
No, I don't either.
regardless of, I mean, a pedophile maybe, but
Yeah.
like outside of pedophilia, I don't think anybody should die like
Hmm.
that. I don't think that deaths like that should be like celebrated.
Mm-mm. No.
You can stay like staying neutral is like perfectly obviously
Hmm.
acceptable, but it like celebrating it is weird because that was horrific and shouldn't have been circulated on social media. I think it was so dangerous for that video
Mm.
to be like on social media for the time that it was. I feel so bad for kids that saw it.
Hmm.
And like I do have a great deal of sympathy for his kids.
Oh, same. They're innocents. I have, yeah, for the innocents, always. But I do feel like there was only one political party that weaponized it, in my opinion. And I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think it was I think I tend to think it was more both, but I
Hmm.
also like have an extreme disgust for both.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Um, but that being said, those 3 points being said, I was definitely fooled in the first half. And I'll tell you
Yeah.
why. I will explain kind of further why, because I was like really upset for his wife actually the day that it
Hmm.
aired. I was like,
Hmm.
oh my God. And I think it was because two reasons. I was thinking about how I would feel in that situation, number
Of
one.
course. Hmm.
But it's quite obvious that myself and Erica Kirk are very different people.
Yeah. I
You
think a
know,
lot of people were thinking about like, especially with him being like a millennial, he's our age. He's literally like graduated same year as me, like
yeah.
31, like exact same age as me. Like, so I definitely get that feeling. Like,
There
that's
was
horrific.
there was also like at the time there was chatter that she was in the crowd and like saw it happen like live.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
like, oh my God, like that's gotta be the
Hmm.
most traumatic thing ever. Holy shit. Um, yes. So I was like putting myself in her position. But then the other part of that is that I was thinking because Charlie Kirk's values and things that he said were so similar to the church that I was raised in. And in the church that I
Mm.
was raised in, one one time comes to mind in particular. It might have happened more than once, but in my growing up years,
Hmm.
there was a man, a husband, who passed away, and they were probably in their 30s when this happened. And it was really, really devastating because they were living that life where the husband was leading the house, like for real. And I didn't know that much about Charlie and Erica, and I kind of assumed, I guess, that if you have your whole business and premise built on that, then that's probably what's happening in your house. And so I kind of thought Erica's probably an uneducated,
Hmm.
not knowing. I had no idea she was 36 years old. I thought she was probably
Yeah,
very younger than him
yeah,
with these two kids. And so I definitely like had some transference, I guess, from like what
yeah.
I saw growing up because what he said was so much like what those people
Hmm.
did. And seeing that, like, I mean, like, literally, like, the church had to, like, pay her bills and, like, care for her.
Wow, yeah. Well, and then you become almost kind of like a martyr because you're like persecuted for your religious beliefs. And I think that's kind of what was happening in the first 24 hours. It
Mhm.
was very much pushed that he was unalived because of his beliefs. And how dare somebody unalive him because of his beliefs? It was very, and then it shifted very quickly. It shifted very quickly where then Erica was like, I forgive him because like
Yeah,
because of his affiliation.
yeah,
So I think that was a lot of what was happening in the first 24 hours. And this is again why like I just am obsessed with cults and sociology because it is so fascinating how although there's different levels to these things, they all kind of play out very similar. And it was fascinating that happened in Utah, in Mormon culture. Apparently, the college that he went to, they was a huge petition. They didn't want him to come. They had enough like signatures that he was not supposed to be there.
mhm.
So it is really interesting the whole gravity of it all. I mean, anytime that there is a public assassination, there's always a lot of things that happened behind the scenes that fell through
Yeah,
and how it became possible for it to happen, you know?
right, right. And like based on, I wasn't an avid listener of Charlie Kirk,
Mm,
obviously. I didn't know
no,
that.
me neither.
But when I would see clips occasionally. They pop up, especially around the election. He was extremely popular. He was
Yeah, yeah,
extremely
yeah.
popular.
He was
He was a
very,
huge part of that campaign.
yeah,
So it was
huge.
viral every day. And based off of the stuff that he said about marriage and women and family, I just assumed, which I shouldn't, you should never assume anything, and
Mm,
this is one example of this,
mm-hmm.
that she was going to be helpless, broke, and heartbroken,
Yeah,
and just left with these kids and have no path forward, no idea what to do because and that's just to say how important it is to realize that every human being has a different lived experience.
exactly. And
Right.
yeah,
But my family very pro-life, very against abortion because
right.
their entire lives, every pregnancy that they've seen happen and every baby that they've seen born has been extremely wanted and extremely
Mm-hmm.
loved.
Right,
They've never met someone who is having a medical complication that could die if they stay pregnant.
right,
They've never met someone who was pregnant by a sexual assault. They've
right.
never met someone who's extremely severely mentally ill that became pregnant.
Exactly.
They've not seen that stuff. And so, like, their lived experience is how could anyone ever possibly want or need an abortion? Like, children are such a gift and
Right.
all of this stuff. So it's just the way that you see the world and the way that you live in it is very much based on, yeah, your individual lived experience. And that's very
Absolutely.
still like so important when you're dealing with other people. And you're like not able to kind of like see eye to eye. I mean, it's probably because of that.
Mm-hmm. I'm having like you're like frozen on my end.
Oh no.
Oh, oh, you're back. You're back. Okay.
Am I back? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, really, really had an
No.
impact until she came out and like I was like full glam and leather pants, and I was like, oh,
Red
oh,
flag, mega church vibes, mega church vibes.
okay, okay, okay. This is weird.
No, yeah. Well, I want to go back to what you said because I feel like this is the important of like every child being cultured and educated because like growing up in the DMV, I saw all different kinds of, ethnicities and situations and you're just exposed to so many different types of people, different like lifestyles. Like, I had aunts that were lesbians and I just like all different kinds of elements that I feel like is so important for all children to develop critical thinking skills. It's it's almost like dangerous to not have culture as a part of your life because then you do believe that life is cookie cutter and beautiful. Like there is like two things can be true at once, right? Like there can be places in the country where everybody wants to have children. They're living in a nice tax bracket where they can afford it, but that it's not fair for that to be a collective mindset because there are other people that are in different situations, you know? And
Yeah,
we have to figure out a way moving forward where like everybody can coexist at once. Like I'm never going to stop being friends with someone because they're conservative, because they have different values, because of like what you said. Everybody has a different experience. They're coming with their 30 plus, 20 plus, 40 plus, whoever I become friends with, baggage of
they're coming
life. And
back.
I'm not going to like cut them off because I might question, but
Yeah,
I appreciate your ability to reflect on the situation because I think a lot of people in that moment still cannot reflect on that situation and been
yeah,
like, hey, I might have spoken too soon, Like I need like I didn't realize what was, but
yeah.
how could you know, right? Like,
Like we just, yeah. I mean, I just didn't really know anything about her, and I assumed those things based off of the way that I had heard him speak.
right.
Like this woman's gonna be so helpless and it's gonna
Yeah.
be so horrible for her and her kids.
Yeah.
And I also like thought about compounding on that. I was like, okay, this is so horrible for her and she saw it happen, which is untrue. And people are like some people are kind of like low key celebrating it.
Hmm.
I was like, how fucking awful and horrible.
Yeah.
No, sister was probably celebrating too. She was probably throwing, I mean, shit.
Honestly, I mean,
On that Air Force Two
kind of
plane that
weird
she
that
was. I don't know
I
what
don't
the fuck
know.
was going on with that. You
Yeah,
know,
no. Honestly, like this is not a safe space for anyone because like what the fuck was that? Like she
it's not safe for anyone because we pander not to men, the right, or the left.
Literally,
So I don't
you're
know.
not safe here.
I
We
don't
are
know
safe here.
I don't know
This
what
is
you were
our
expecting.
safe space, and you're coming into our conversation, and you can stay safe if you agree with that. No, I'm just kidding. Feel free to disagree. I don't really care, but I
We
will
can be
stand
fun.
by. I'll stand by that. I think Erica Kirk is kooky. And I guarantee fucking you, give it 5 years, she will be married to JD Vance with a child. I guarantee fucking it. I
They love
guarantee it.
giving each other's eyeliner.
If they're not already.
They,
If they're
I mean, they are already. That is disgusting.
Yeah, no, the whole fucking thing. And I was just saying to Hannah, the rings on the
Those
fingers.
things are so annoying and
Yeah. And again, I think you can tell that we have sympathy and compassion for the situation, but the way that everything panned out after the fact is fucking weird. And we
it's fucking,
stand by that. It's fucking weird.
it's fucking weird.
Yeah. We don't have to agree on everything, but we agree that it's fucking weird.
It's I want to know. I want to know what is going on. I think that she's the Antichrist. That's
Oh,
I
I think she's reptilian. Yeah, lizard
okay.
person.
So Antichrist or reptilian.
Yeah, Illuminati here too.
The
Good.
eyes are those are snake eyes.
Yeah.
And the teeth, have you seen like the up close of her teeth? Yeah, her teeth kind of like do some weird shit when she's
Hmm.
talking. Hmm.
She's scary, dude. She scares me.
She's
I don't like
really
her.
scary.
The eyes, like it's giving like Serena Joy, like you don't know how to read, you stupid girl. I'm a girl too, but I'm not stupid. You're stupid. I'm
Yeah,
like, what's the
exactly.
message?
I'm never gonna get over the fact that she was on Summer House.
Oh my God, she was on Summer
She was
House.
on Summer House. So riddle me that. Riddle me that.
Well, I mean, some.
They don't want you to do it, but they're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm,
Okay. Like they want me and you to sit down and shut up,
mm-hmm.
but they ain't gonna sit down and shut up.
No, no. And it's just like the whole agenda is never, if there's political female figureheads, then their agenda is never going to fucking make sense. And maybe because it just doesn't make sense, because we all have the ability to learn and critical think regardless of our gender. Hello, it's 2025. It's not 1852. Like, grow up. Like, I'm
Girl,
allowed to read and go to school.
we are indeed, yeah. And we looked up earlier what degrees Erika Kirk has. She has a double major undergraduate degree in political science and international relations. And then she has a graduate degree in American legal studies. And then sources indicate she is currently pursuing a doctorate in biblical studies.
There is this New York Post article. I'm so disappointed in them. It says 3 hours ago, let's all rally behind Erika Kirk against Candace Owens' toxic conspiracy theories.
No, I will not rally behind
The
Erika.
New York Times. Or
That's
I'm
why I
sorry, New
say
York Post. New York Post. Whoa, New
she's
York
the
Post.
Antichrist because
Let's
she's
all rally around her? No, I absolutely will never, ever, ever do that. No.
no, I don't care
There,
if I get
there's
beheaded.
nothing she could do moving forward. Like she could become a trad wife, stop wearing makeup, wear fucking Little House on the Prairie dresses. I will never forget the way that she handled this situation. Fucking weird.
No, no, I'm not rallying behind Erica.
I will not.
I'm not rallying behind Candace either, but I'm a,
No, I will not. I will not rally around any political figurehead that is trying to spread a misaligned agenda to me.
but if
Never.
she puts out, if, I mean, if she puts out some tea, if Candace puts out some tea,
Yeah.
I might listen.
Oh, this is a good shift for us because I will also not rally around any celebrities after watching the Diddy documentary.
Oh, Lord God.
I have a lot of questions to the generation before us. How the fuck did you let that man get away with killing not only Tupac, but Biggie? And his best fucking friend slash business partner has been saying it, had a civil lawsuit for the past 30 years, and they dismissed it. The same exact shit. He SA'd his business partner, male, and then did the same thing like hundreds and hundreds of times. Has over 100 plus pending. And they let this man be famous. He can't rap, he can't dance, he can't sing. What can he do aside from SA people?
He can just do drugs and play with
The part when he said, God told me to do nothing. Like I can tell. I can tell.
yeah, he's just doing drugs, playing with other men's jizz, and
He's also like racist, which was
same
so
fire.
good, weird and confusing. Like he hates success. He hates people that are more successful than like there are so many people that have passed where I'm like, I think that was Diddy. Like it was happening to me every episode. I was like, I think Diddy did that. Like, oh my
Oh,
God, like
definitely Kim Porter. A
definitely
thousand
Kim Porter.
Porter. Like poor Kim Porter. Can't imagine what that woman went through. I can't imagine.
Horrible
And
things.
see, the thing that gets me is that there's so much Diddy content and Diddy documentaries and the Diddy trial and all this stuff. Nobody's even touched on the parties.
And who the fuck was there and saw this shit for the past 30 years?
The stuff that I've heard about the parties is the word. It's way worse than what anything that's been out publicly.
Yeah, it's some I have nightmares about what I've
The
heard.
kids, like, yeah, like,
The kids.
at least everything that's public, as far as I know, has been
It's all
adult,
just like
been
stand,
adult to
yeah.
adult, which is still not okay at all whatsoever.
Hmm.
Like, he should not have done any of that stuff. That's still completely horrible. But I think that there's a lot more, but with kids.
I think so too. And I think that we have not even,
And that,
honestly, I think it was very intentional that they put so many Ellen clips. And I think it's very intentional that Ellen has since left the country. She does not reside in the US. She does not live in America, and neither does Ashton Kutcher. They don't live in the US, and they were the biggest known people to be at the white parties. What kind of fucking shit does he have on them?
why would a woman do that? Why would a woman? That is the thing
Power,
that
money. It's just like,
burns me. So, like Epstein, right? Horrible, vile, disgusting. I hate it. I hate him. I'm glad that he's burning in hell right now. Okay.
mhm,
But what is even a level more sickening to me is a woman helping him. That is the
insane. Yeah.
vile shit on earth. When a woman
Yeah.
helps sabotage another woman or
Hmm.
child. What the fuck is wrong with you, actually?
That's like the most fucking pick me ass bitch.
That
Like,
is
you
the
deserve
worst.
to be fucking curb stomped at that point.
You
Like,
deserve to be skinned alive.
literally, like,
Take your skin off and
I
kill
can't.
you.
I just, even if I ever like look at somebody and I see them like visibly uncomfortable, I can't even imagine like the lack of humanity. Like I don't even, I can't even like compartmentalize it. Like after the second episode, and they didn't even like talk about anything like too terrible at all, but I just fucking wept. I wept for all of the loss, all of the children that had to grow up too fast, the pain that they had to experience because of this one person that was so, and it's just like money. Money was able to make nothing more than money was able to like let him keep hurting people. And like all the people that let him get away with this, they have to like their souls have to pay for that
I
because
was
that
also
shit's
surprised. Another
sick.
thing that really surprises me is after learning about the freak offs and what they involved and like all the stuff that Cassie went through, I'm surprised that she was able to have kids. And I'm
Yeah.
glad for her that she's like okay
She
physically.
talked about that somewhere, right? In the, I think it was in the court notes or something. She spoke about like how she was able to or something. I
No,
can't
no,
remember.
she's had like
Yeah.
three kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very glad she's able to do that because it like seems like
And thank God not with him.
well, and this is what else I want to know. And I guess maybe she got some abortions, of course, at some point she maybe did. But
Probably.
I'm thinking like what kind of super birth control did they have her on? Like what kind of birth control could possibly handle that much?
Yeah, no, for
and like
real.
you not be
Her body was probably just in like major distress
yeah, probably that, but I'm just like,
because of all the pills that she was taking, plus the
what kind of
alcohol.
people could
She was
withstand that?
so young, dude. She was 19.
Mhm.
Like she was so young. And like I did not realize that they were together for so long until they were like showing the timeline of them together. And then to treat her as if she's like a villain in this.
Yeah.
She did exactly what, I mean, he beat and there's video, and they still didn't even press the charges that were about her, only about prostitution and stuff, but not her. And you're literally like, I don't like, what can women do for them to get justice against their perpetrators? He's
Nothing.
being dragged through the hotel, and
That
that's
video,
still not
oh
enough.
my gosh. And I hate that video so much, and they
I
showed
hate
it
that video
so many times in the documentary. I was
so
like,
many
oh,
times.
stop. So
No,
many times. Well, we hate Diddy, and
we hate him.
Diddy's gonna raw inhale Brittany Cartwright voice.
Literally. I
He's
can't wait till he meets his maker. And I hope Tupac beats his ass every day. I hope Tupac goes to hell every day and just beats the shit out of him.
oh, for sure.
Fuck that
Like
man.
that's
Oh,
not
I hate him.
yeah, truly though, like he to me, he when I look at him, he doesn't even look like a man. He looks like a demon.
He does.
He doesn't look
Well,
like
and dude, what a loser he looks like next to, and that's what really hurt me is like all of the good men that he was around, he unalived them. And he kept all the yucky ones around him. And that really hurt me because he was around some like really decent men and he hurt all of them. And that just like that really did something because there's something so special about like a alpha male that's also like a protector and he protects
totally,
women.
totally.
Sorry, my husband's making cookies, but
Yummy.
that's my alpha male. But
Well,
just
yeah,
like
no, it's making
and
cookies.
in such a cowardice way. Even the way that he hurt women, he never like did it to their face. He always drugged them. Like he
But
couldn't even
that
fight a woman. He's such a pussy. He's
like
such a wimp.
exactly. So he's not in out like
He's not an alpha. He's beta as fuck.
that's a baby. That's
He's
an absolute
and
baby.
fuck his mom too. Like
Fuck
fuck
her,
that
yeah.
whole all of them.
Fuck her too.
She's the one that came up with the white party. She's the nasty ass. Like she made that monster. She
Yeah,
made him nasty. Ugh.
disgusting.
Ugh.
Another thing that I'm so curious about is like he just
We're filming.
hey guest appearance.
I literally said we're filming. He's like, I'm sorry.
What, you don't want our 26 subscribers to see
I
you?
just don't know what was about to come out of his mouth.
No, there was also just he didn't even care like who or what he hurt. He just wanted to hurt people because he essayed men, he essayed women. What kind of life
And
is
like
that where you're
drugged them.
essaying like men and women both?
It's so weird. It's like so weird. Like all of it. Like I'm just like,
You're
what is
just wanting to
wrong?
cause pain to people. That's all you're wanting to do is just cause pain and cause turmoil and assert dominance and control and fear and
And what does that even do to
manipulation.
the psyche to like wake up and to not know what's done to you? Like that's what I always thought about with Cassie. Like she had so many years of not even knowing what was done to her and to wake up. Like I know what it's like to wake up from like being blackout. Like
Mhm.
that happened to me one time when I was 15 and I still have nightmares about it. But I can't imagine like
Living through
drugs.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and years of it, like the psychosis that you could experience, like for men, that like kind of like, oh, that feeling just, especially after having a son, like, and knowing now, like how SA is almost more, I don't want to say more, how it's just as prominent as it is in young girls, it's just as prominent as it is in boys. And
Mhm.
I never really realized that until like becoming a parent, like how abuse is so prevalent and it doesn't, it's genderless. It really is genderless, you know?
Yeah.
You always just assume, but
Yeah.
it's really sickening. Ugh,
It is. It's horrible. And
I
Diddy's
hate
going
him.
to hell.
Oh my, last thing, his kids, how he's groomed them to be predators is the most disappointing of it all, for sure, for me.
I hate that for them. It's not their fault, but no.
Now they're all fucking monsters, and
I
it's,
if that was my dad, I would not have been at his court.
yeah,
I
they
would
all became like henchmen for him.
anything to do with him at all. Like if I could testify against him, I would.
Yeah.
Like
And that the first wife, Misa, is that how you say her name? Misa, the one that looks like Cassie a lot.
yeah.
Misa. Justin is the one that's always next to Diddy and like the whole documentary. That's her son. Like, dude, like she hardly survived him, and you're gonna be just like him? Like, ew. And then she tried to release a statement like, "Don't come for my son." Like, bro, your
Yeah.
son's a fuck. We absolutely will. Your son's a fucking
We're coming
predator,
for him, Lisa.
and you need to accept that your son's a predator. The sooner that you accept it, the sooner that justice will be served. I'm ready for like the truth. 2026, I want everybody to be exposed. All of those nasty fuckers. Get out. I will boycott every fucking movie. Like, get out of here. Ban
There's a lot of
Hollywood.
it's gross.
Yeah, no.
Our entire country is built on
There's
pedophilia.
literally like I'm just getting such the ick. Like I literally only watch reality shows or like YouTube because I just get the fucking ick from celebrities. I don't trust any of them or whatever they're trying to sell me. I'm like, I can't even watch the Kardashians anymore because I'm like, I don't trust you guys. What are you trying to sell me? What are you trying to do to me? I don't like it. Why is everything fucking beige? Like what? What the fuck
Right.
is that? Why is everything beige?
I don't know what that is. I couldn't live like that though. Beige,
No. Like go live in fucking Dubai. Like what the fuck? Like
we are not beige girlies.
no.
We are this.
Yes, we are this.
We are this.
We are this.
We are this. We are this.
Ugh. I'm so fucking sick of them. I'm just ugh. I did watch All's Fair though. That was a pretty
I
good
don't
show.
think I'm caught up. I think I have an episode left to catch up
Is
on.
it done? I only watched 8. I don't know if it ended.
Oh,
Might be done.
I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywho.
Taylor Swift's wedding date has been
Speaking of celebrities, she's not off our list yet, guys.
yeah, Taylor Swift is still solidly on my yes column. But I did hear somebody talking about that about like how did she, as far as we know, how did she stay out of like this Hollywood mess shit? How did she stay out of it? How did she avoid
Yeah.
it? And somebody made a good point and said that she's always stayed close to her parents. Like her parents have
Yeah, I
stayed,
was gonna say good values,
and
like
they are
home values.
still like
Allegedly. I
everywhere.
can't I can't confirm nor deny anybody is not an
Right.
alien or not a reptile. Yeah,
Right.
it's
We don't know for sure because we don't, again, like we don't know these people. We only
yeah.
observe them. But
Hmm.
there's no, here. I think that if somebody had anything on her, it would be
Hmm.
out because
Yeah.
money, get money from
Yeah.
it. So, but yeah, they were like, well, she's kept, like her parents have stayed close. And they're
Hmm.
still, I mean, they're still with her at Chiefs games. They're still with her, and
Yeah.
that's probably why she came out, as
Hmm.
far as we know, unscathed.
Right. I think, something about like I do trust a celebrity that like pops off really hardcore and then they go broke and then they like come back. Like Lily Allen, great example. She like popped off and then she went broke and then married an actor, divorced actor, wrote an album about him. She's popping off again. I trust someone like that because it's like you're always going to be humble because you weren't broke once, you were broke twice.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I trust that. I do trust that. I think it is a little when it's all up, but when you have some ups and downs and flops, and I think that Taylor is like super up now, but she definitely had some moments of
Yeah, she never went broke, for sure.
never, no, no, she
Always
never went
funny.
broke. No.
Always funny. But yeah, I mean, like her beef with certain people has been, I think,
She did like leave the States, and I think that's also can be a green flag unless you're like Ellen or Ashton Kutcher, but
yeah,
yeah. But I think it can also be a good sign if you're going to like rebrand yourself, take time away.
yeah, totally. So there was, I think, New York Post or somebody,
Hmm.
I don't know, but it's been quote unquote confirmed that her wedding date in Rhode Island June 13th, 2026. Allegedly, there was another bride who had that venue booked for that day. She
Oh.
gave her $100,000 to be able to have that date instead. Having that particular date is very important to her. Do we think it's true or do we think it's a decoy so that she
I
can have her real private moment?
Yeah, I feel like Taylor would have had that girl sign an NDA so fast. Like no way that news could have gotten like leaked.
We don't know if the girl's the one that leaked it.
Who do we think? Maybe the venue place leaked it? I don't know. I just feel like she seems so like tight locked, tight-lipped, but her in-laws are very like loose-lipped.
Yeah.
So it could be true. Maybe it was true. Now they're like doing a whole other plan now.
I think that it's a decoy.
Okay.
It's a planned decoy so that she can have
True.
her private day moment.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that that's the date? I think that definitely could be the date because
Mm-hmm.
she's so into numerology. 13 is her lucky number. Also, I believe June 13th is also going to be her half birthday.
Yeah.
I
She's a Sagittarius, right?
yeah, so it's
Oh, it's almost her
13 is
birthday.
her lucky number and June 13th is going to be her half birthday. So, and then, 13 times 2, 26. Like the yeah, I think all the numerology of it checks out because she's
Right.
big into that. So I could definitely see it being that day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But I don't think that's going to be the location.
I feel to me, I just feel like she's so like I see her as like a December bride, like or like a fall bride. But I guess I could see her getting married in the summer, spring.
Unless
She's so fall
she,
coded.
unless they feel like everybody's going to find out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we really want. They have great security.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know. There's a
Yeah.
there's a chance that she feels like that. Like let people, okay, whatever. Let people know I'm getting married in Rhode Island on June 13th, 2026. They can, I mean, they have the money and the staff to handle it. If they can
Yeah.
handle the ears to her, they can handle this wedding.
But also like the only thing different with like being in Rhode Island versus the tour is like you're kind of stuck on the island. Like unless you have like I mean she does have the
She has a
plane.
private jet. She's
Yeah,
not stuck anywhere.
that's true.
She's living a different life than us.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking like, ugh, that would even to get to the airport from where she lives might be stressful, like because like roads like that, like her
Helicopter,
and true helicopter, yeah.
helicopter,
Honestly, like if I was
armored
her,
vehicles. I
if
mean,
I was her, I would go to like fucking like a
Lake Como
castle. Oh, okay.
or something.
Or just like a castle and like a magical place and like elope. Have like a fucking like book talk romantasy wedding or like the Palace of Versailles or something. Like I would be so fucking like extra like Stassi's wedding. If I was a celebrity, I would do like Stassi's wedding. I would go to like Europe or like a castle or maybe even like an old rundown Victorian one and throw like a Phantom of the Opera dinner party or something like
So allegedly, her bachelorette party is going to be Italy, the
period.
Bahamas, New York City, and Nashville.
Oh my God. Luke's gonna hate that flight path.
Yeah, he's going to be pissed.
He's gonna be pissed.
Luke's going to be pissed.
As Luke says, there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. That's all he would say to me.
There's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. But that's is that why Dolly Parton? I think that's why Dolly Parton isn't a billionaire because she's given away so much. I think she would be if she didn't.
But Billie Eilish too. She even said, like, I
She
think
would
Billie
be.
Eilish,
She would be a billion. Billie Eilish would.
she said, I'm almost positive that she
Oh
donated like
yeah.
a huge chunk of money and she said there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. And
Oh.
she's like to my friends.
Well, okay. Just a little different perspective. We don't know. Well, maybe we
Yes.
do. I don't know if Taylor Swift is a billionaire at this current moment because I don't know how much it cost her to get her master's back.
Hmm. I
So
mean,
at
it
this
probably,
current moment, I don't even know if she is a billionaire.
I mean, I'm sure she is.
Well, if somebody just because somebody's net worth
That's true.
is something because think about her like real estate portfolio, right? And
True.
like
In
her
assets and
debt.
stuff.
So her net worth might be over $1 billion. That does not mean that she has $1 billion.
Honestly, like, I do think that her work ethic is so impressive
Yeah.
because she really could stop whenever.
Yeah,
And
she's
like when she doesn't want to and I do believe and I'm sure a lot of people don't believe, but I do believe it's not all about the money for her. I
no,
really
it's
think it's
not. It's her
about
life. It's her
it's her
life.
legacy. Yeah. It's
It's
like
her
what
life.
she's leaving behind.
But I am curious to see. I'm curious to see how marriage and kids change her.
Me too.
I'm
Totally.
curious. I'm curious to see if it's like if it's something that comes very easy to her or not. Um,
But she's one of those people that we won't fucking know until she's like an old lady. And then she's like, I had the worst postpartum of my life, and here's an album that I wrote 25 years ago
from the vault,
from the
from
vault.
from the what from the uterus.
I have to wait. I had to wait until my children were of an ethical age for me to share this album that was deeply
You're
personal about how I
right.
wanted
You're
to.
right.
She's just so like that, bro. And that to
You're
me, I
right.
like that shit is kind of exhausting. I'm like, okay, bro, everything has to be a fucking
She's an artist.
telenovela.
For her, it does.
It does. She is a Sagittarius, and they
It
are
has
so
to be.
drama. They're so
It has
drama.
to be that way for her. I don't know.
So yeah, I do think that it'll be an experience for her, but we won't hear about it until much later on in her life.
Well, but we will hear about it sometime.
Sometime
That's
in our
the thing.
lifetime.
Because we're living in the same lifetime as she is, and she's gonna
We
let us
are.
know when the time is right. When the numbers line up, when the numerology lines up, she will let us know how it was.
Yeah. And honestly, she has such a team behind her. Like, she'll probably really get to enjoy motherhood,
I
honestly.
hope so.
Like, she'll get to be able to, like, just enjoy the fun bits and, like, have help, which is so nice. Like, to be able to afford help when you're a mother is already half the battle, you
Totally.
know? So I think she'll be able, I mean, of course, dealing with the hormones of it all. And,
Yeah,
but
you
when,
can't buy your way out of that,
no,
but
but
yeah.
when you want to be a mother, I do think that there is a difference in my personal opinion, like because I had so much want behind me and I'm already naturally anxious and depressed. Like I was like, oh, this is just like regular anxiety and depression. I got this. I was horrified of postpartum depression because my mom had it terribly with all three of us. I was terrified. But then I was like, oh, I feel the same. Regular anxiety. I just am hanging out with this baby.
It's like the same, but now milk is coming from my titties.
Excuse the cookie master.
Yay! Okay, well, I'll let you eat your cookies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shower. And eventually I'm gonna wear this freaking maybe I'll say that for our Christmas episode. I'll wear the Christmas pajamas.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna try to put them
Got
on
this
tonight, but
Vanderbilt
trying.
sweatshirt because
It's so cute.
I'm a I'm a new college football fan this
I
year
love
because they
that.
actually did good. I'm not ashamed to say it. It got me interested and it got me hype and it got me into it because they were doing good. So if you want to call me a fair weather fan, you're correct. It got me excited. I've had a good time with it, and now I have a Vanderbilt shirt.
Wait, I have one more story for the pod. This is so crazy. Have you heard about the Michigan coach? Okay, so the like new head of Michigan coach for the college, who was just set to get a $13 million contract, was exposed for cheating because he had DoorDash deliver Plan B to his office for his mistress. And DoorDash anonymously reported him to the college. But wait, there's more. He goes to the girl's house that he was cheating with and then threatens her life and threatens to unalive himself, of course, because God forbid a man just apologizes. He's like, gotta take us all out. Sorry, gotta end it all. Yeah, so now he's detained And Luke's been probably Luis too has been getting notifications
I
all day
gotta
about it.
ask you. I'm
Crazy.
gonna, oh my gosh, thank you so much because I'm gonna look so smart because I'm gonna go out to the living room and be like, hey, babe, what about the Michigan football coach?
Yeah.
Want to tell me about it? Eh.
Meh.
I'm gonna look so smart.
You're gonna look so smart.
I'm, I'm just gonna say, I'm ready for football to be over.
I always am. As soon as it starts, I'm like, oh man.
And it's been a hell of a season, you know? And the scary about thing about it is that the Broncos are doing so good.
Yeah.
Great. And it's still just been like, how many podcasts do talk about this?
Yeah, he is like a super fan. He's like
Dude,
on
for
a
real.
different level.
He thinks he's like telepathic with the team. I swear, he really does. He
Oh
thinks
my
he's
God.
telepathic with the team. And yeah, December 11th. We'll see how this we'll keep this as a trend. We'll see how I do like every year. Like when I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this to be done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
December
It
11th,
when does it end? Oh, like February?
like
February.
February.
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Luke's birthday is like my because he's the February 24th. And I'm always like, yay, your
Yeah.
birthday and football's over.
Yeah.
And he can't hear me. He's wearing his headset.
I'm officially ready.
Yeah. Happy birthday to us.
It's like Christmas in February.
Literally. All right, guys. Well, good night. We love you. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and if you leave us hate comments, I will block you.
We'll respond. I mean, we'll respond a few times to like get,
The engagement going.
yeah, to get the algorithm going. We'll give you a
But
few.
I'll be reporting you every time that you comment back.
Overall, it's not gonna be productive for you. Not a productive use of your time.
I'm dead.
Oh, good night.